Hello, guys. Can anybody hear me?
Hello, Charles. I can hear you.
Okay, perfect. I think that we are keeping a lot of people join this community call. So, but we cannot wait for too long. So let's get started. So this is Charles here, and I'm the overseas operations manager in Bytom. So, frankly speaking, I'm the people who talking with partners and the community members outside of China. So I guess there are some people in this call. I have private call or conversation with some of you before. So, and I'm so grateful to see so many people join this call. And today's community call is about Bytom 2.0. So first of all, I will briefly introduce Bytom 2.0. And second, I want to introduce a Notion workspace to all community members, so you guys can have a place there to see all the updates of Bytom. So Notion is a very good tool that can share the informations and also update for you guys. So. And the last part is I will leave the time to you guys, and if you have any suggestions or ideas, so I can help to solve or answer your question. So let me introduce our Bytom 2.0 first. So if you guys know that Bytom was POW consensus blockchain, so tomorrow Bytom will be moved to Bytom 2.0, which is a post blockchain. So there will be a staking nodes, and also the speed of the block generation will be faster than Bytom 1.0, the previous blockchain. So, and in the future, because currently we have some DeFi applications running on sidechain, which is on Vapor. So, but Vapor will be running for a certain period until all the applications transferred to Bytom 2.0. So then by that time, Bytom 2.0 will be the only blockchain. We will develop applications, and a lot of partnerships will be building on Bytom 2.0. So this is a brief introduction of Bytom 2.0. So if you guys have some question with my first introduction part, you guys can tell me your question. Okay, so I think you guys maybe don't have many questions regarding Bytom 2.0. So second part, I want to introduce a workspace, which is a Notion. So it's a place that all the people can check and edit the document. So I will sending the link in the chat, so you guys can check this Notion link if you guys interested. So in this this is a Notion. So we will build some write some documents inside, and also and I will every time I will write the minutes of the meeting. So this community call, I will also write all the minutes in this Notion. So everybody, if you guys are interested, I will leave this. I will write the minutes, and you guys can check and follow up all the these topics we discussed. So I think I will leave the time to you guys if you have regarding any question regarding Bytom 2.0, because I know that I'm in the Telegram group, and a lot of people asking about the swap, the Bytom, the BTN, and also BTMC. A lot of questions And if you guys have any questions, feel free to ask here.
Okay, thank you very much, Charles, for giving us the opportunity to ask you some questions. The first question I will like to ask is that what is going to be the difference between BTMC, as we would have the old Bytom coin, and the new one we're expecting, which is the new BTM? What is going to be the major difference between the two coins as from tomorrow?
Yeah, I think you follow all the information about Bytom. I think it's very good part. So BTMC, which is called BTM, it's BTM Classic, which is similar with Ethereum Classic before. So afterwards, our Bytom Foundation will pay more attention to developer and maintain Bytom 2.0, and we will not put much ability to develop an application on Bytom 1.0, which is BTM, which generate the BTMC, the classic, the old BTM coin. And and also there's something different is that BTM which will be generated by Bytom 2.0. So that by that time it's a post blockchain. So it's not not mining by the mining machine, but it's got by staking and also the consensus nodes. Okay, so
the other question will still be about the launch tomorrow. Some people currently have been able to vote for miners on Bytom and then on their Bytom wallet, and some have not been able to fully withdraw their coin from those miners. What will happen to their coin by tomorrow when the blockchain moves from 1.0 to 2.0?
Yeah, so if you guys use any, if you guys have, there's some parts. If you BTM currently is on Bytom on Vapor, actually you will receive the new Bytom coin. So our programming will be directly calculate your amount of BTMC, your altcoin, and then you will get the same amount of the new BTM coin. And if you guys you know that it's currently if you're voting on the staking nodes in Vapor, actually the sidechain, but we will also have the programming parts that can sending you the new BTM coin in your BTM mainnet address. So you guys don't need to worry about that. If you staking or lock up during the staking parts, yeah. Okay, so I saw that keep coming some new participants.
So another question I would also like to ask, since you said we are going to be moving from the BTM Classic to BTM by virtue of the launch of Bytom 2.0 tomorrow, do you see BTMC still having a value after tomorrow?
How to say that a blockchain, because if the blockchain there are still some miners mining BTMC. So, and people will also use the BTMC in the exchange, or they can have some place to exchange BTMC to USDT or USDC. That there will be some special value in that. But Bytom will take more ability on BTM 2.0 because we think that Bytom 2.0 will be the right decision for us to enlarge our ecosystem, because in the future we will probably launch NFT platform, and also currently our currently our DeFi applications like AMM protocol, like order book protocol, and also the lending protocol is running on Bytom, which is which sometimes make you guys a little frustrating, because if you guys want to use this DEX protocol or DeFi protocol, you need to cross chain from mainnet to sidechain. And then in the future, if we move all this application on Bytom 2.0, so you guys only don't need to have this sidechain, main chain, cross chain parts. And also in my perspective, because I already have some talk to some other partnerships, because you know that we have some cooperation with Polygon, which is the sidechain layer 2 solution of Ethereum. So actually we think that the cross-chain initiative is very important, especially for public blockchain. So if our public blockchain has the cross-chain initiative that can connect more blockchains, so more assets can access to Bytom blockchain, and also running on the can use in Bytom's DeFi products or protocols. That will be very good. So that's why I think that if we finally success to launch on Bytom 2.0, and also the applications are moving to Bytom 2.0, that will be quite good beginning for us to the next stage.
Okay, so I still have some other questions. I hope I'm not asking too much question. So the next question I would actually like to ask is based on the number we are seeing today. We have a huge number of the community joining us for this call today, which is highly commendable. So I want to commend everyone that is able to make out time to be a part of this call ahead of the launch of Bytom 2.0 tomorrow. So the question will be centered on the launch and how do we plan to develop Bytom 2.0 vis-a-vis being able to allow other projects to also launch on our blockchain, just like we have on Ethereum. There are so many projects currently running on Ethereum. So we can also have members of this community, especially those that are part of this call today, who are developers and are actually looking at developing their project on Bytom 2.0. How do we plan to bring them on board, integrate them, and then give them a very good soft landing for the success of their projects on the blockchain?
Yeah, you have a good question. So I think that if you want to make a good public blockchain ecosystem, the first one is that your blockchain should be open, and also your community and also your marketing should be open to all the locations, and also all the communities. So I think after launch Bytom 2.0, our focus should be more on how to connect with other blockchains. So this is the one we need to improve the blockchain initiative to enable blockchain assets between Bytom and other blockchain. And also the second one is that we will talk with some which is marketing sites. So we will have some good marketing exposure outside of China. So currently I'm talking with a very active community which in Western parts. So there will be our community node. So the community node there will be a Western community node on Bytom blockchain. So if we introduce community nodes to our blockchain, and then there will be more people that's from Western countries or Western users or Western developers will have awareness of Bytom. So that they will increase increase some people to know about Bytom. And and the third part is that we will improve the Bytom 2.0's the capacity, how to let developers to develop applications on Bytom. So this will be a very important part, and this is I think it's the most critical part of Bytom blockchain, and I think that our developers will take care of that. So a lot of developers, whether they are developing applications on Ethereum, Polygon, or BSC Solana, and that they can develop applications on Bytom also in the future. So this is the three parts we will do in the future.
I still have another question. Recently, Bytom put up an advert for a representative in the United States. I would like to ask, has the project been able to fill up the role at this point in time? Because maybe peradventure, there's someone in the US that is part of the meeting today, might be interested in that role, or know someone who stays in the US who might be interested in taking up the role, and they might get to know about the role and then get to refer someone who they know will be able to do well on that role to us. Maybe something like that.
So what's your question? It's about the US the US investor, or what kind of
US representative. There was an advert recently for the recruitment of someone to represent Bytom in the United States. So I'm asking now that has the project been able to get someone at this point in time? And if not, what's the plan now based on the number we're having here today that is part of this call? Peradventure, we might have someone here who is resident in the United States who might be interested in taking up the role, or know someone who stays in the United States and can refer to Bytom so that they can actually take up the role and help with the development of the project, especially in the United States, to be able to tap into that market, because that's a very huge market that Bytom needs to work on to capture and then to attract to itself.
Yeah, so because I think that you have written my minutes of call in the Notion, so I think you have keep an eye on Bytom. So actually we had a representative in US before, but after she left, we kind of lack of some people in United States can help us to introduce Bytom in United States. But I think that because after this COVID issue, a lot of people using online meeting, like we are currently using Zoom to communicate. So in the future, I think that no matter he is located in United States or Europe, we can accept. And I think we need some people from Western country because we need some input from Western countries, so they have some good background, and also the culture background. So he or she can be very good at to educate the community in United States or other European countries. I think that this is the point. We will not only support find people in the United States, but the best is that person should be a Western person, so he can know know the culture and the marketing outside of China. So who can help us? We are certainly welcome. Yeah, so does any other people have any idea about or question about Bytom 2.0? And if you guys have any question, feel free to ask here, and don't be shy here. If you guys cannot talk in this, you can also leave your your question in our chat. So like I said, I just sending you the Notion link. Okay, I think all of you have already know about Bytom, and you don't want to know much more about Bytom. If you don't have any question, I will let it go, and I will write this minutes of meeting after this meeting. And I think if you guys have any question, feel free to ask again. I think someone want to ask question, right?
Charles.
Hello. Hi. Hi.
Hi. I have a question about tomorrow listings. Maybe you have some information about where we'll trade Bytom Classic. Do you have it?
Sorry.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe know something about it.
Something about what?
About tomorrow. What exchange will trade Bytom Classic? Or not? Or not? We have no information about it.
I think that in tomorrow there will be some exchange will support by BTMC, but I think but I'm not sure quite right now. And so because BTMC is not will not developed by Bytom in the future. So, but I know that there are some small exchange will support the BTMC tomorrow, but I cannot give you a very sure sure answer, because I hope that if I cannot mislead you. So
okay, I understand.
You are from Russia, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Maybe how about Binance? It's a question that always ask, but maybe Bytom 2.0 is going, and maybe new information about listings on this exchange.
Yeah, you have. I think this question is very good, because this question is a lot of community members are very concerned about this question, and I think that in the future we will put some amount on listing on new big exchanges, and also some currency exchange. So, and in the future we will work together to make Bytom to marketing exposure outside of China, to let more Western people to know about Bytom, because we certainly will pay much more efforts on Western exchange. So like we will list on some new exchange. Certainly we will discuss about a new exchange. If you guys have some recommended exchanges, feel free to send me a message, or just add it on our Notion workspace. I just send the Notion link in the chat. So if you write down that, I will read that, and I will follow up. And also we will make the list. I will talk to our CEO and ask colleagues to find out. Certainly we want to make you happy, also the Chinese community, but also for the community all around the world.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Today we have 55 people join this call. I think, wow, that's large number of people here. I never met so many people before in just one community call. Okay, so I see someone reply my message in the chat. So if you guys have any question, just feel free to leave the message in the chat. I can check this in the chat if you don't want to talk in the Zoom. Okay, I will leave 1 or 2 minutes to to wait for another people to ask question. If you guys have no question in 2 or 3 minutes, I will end this call. Yeah, I see some people ask question in the chat. So said about I'm a new investor. Can you tell 3 special points that make Bytom different from other projects? I think it's a very general question. That I can tell you some in some of my point of view. So the first one is that Bytom is our Bytom's founder is also the founder of BTC.com. So he was the earliest big Bitcoin experts in China, I think since 2011. By that time, maybe a lot of you guys don't ever know about Bitcoin before. So, and also the second one is that we have some quite a lot different innovation in the blockchain used BUTXO model, which is similar like Bitcoin, but we have some feature about Bitcoin. Bitcoin can only send Bitcoin assets, but we have the multi assets can sending through our BUTXO model. So this is also another advantage of our blockchain. And the third part is that certainly I think that we our applications are all developed by ourselves currently, and all the applications are developed by our team. So a lot of features or applications are more safe or secure than some other application. I think I guess this can be another point. Okay, so that's another question. So about what is the key point that makes Bytom retain long-term investors? Actually, a blockchain project should pay more attention to how to improve the blockchain and also application platform, so that can let more people or users can enjoy or use the blockchain. So, and there's the second part, that's of course marketing side is also very important. So I got a lot of time to talk with community members, and I want to get the feedback from guys. So only we have a very good connection with our community, so this can be built a more strong foundation for the community. And then the third part is that we kind of will help our blockchain to get more people to know about us. So we will make a lot of effort to meet Western community, and also to pay more attention on the Western markets. Okay, so I think that I have quite happy to meet all of you guys in this call, and I will leave one last question if you guys want to ask. Otherwise, I will close this community call. Okay. There's one last question asked in the chat. So he asked about the BTM has been out for quite some time. Is the project expected to list on Binance? I think this question I because this depends on our listing colleagues. He will pay much attention on this listing parts if we can list on Binance. But certainly I can tell you that we will make much effort to list on some other exchange that more versant users will use that blockchain. You use the exchange. Currently, we already have OKX, Huobi, and the Gates. They are quite a big exchange currently. Okay, so I think I need to end this call soon. So we'll keep going and keep building applications. Okay, so if you guys have no other questions, and I will end this call. And thank you so much for you guys join this community call. I will upload this video to our YouTube channel. Hope you guys will check this video in the future. I will send this link in the community, and you guys can go to our YouTube channel to check this course video. Thank you guys. I will end this call. Bye.